So it's been said that there are angels walking among us, and our guest today proves this. Although she's suffering terminal cancer, she has made it her mission to leave behind a legacy of selflessness in the most amazing way. We are very happy to welcome to Emotional Mojo, Carol Landau. Hi, Carol. Welcome.
Hi, Michelle. Thank you. It's nice to be here.
We have to share your story because you were first diagnosed with colon and rectal cancer in 1992. Tell us about your prognosis.
Well, a little while before that, it was detected polyps in my large intestine, so I was checked frequently. In 1992, it was diagnosed as cancer, and my doctors felt that we caught it early enough, and they took out my large intestine and rectum and gave me an ileostomy and said that I should live life fully and not have problems anymore.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's some heavy news to take.
It is.
Yeah, and I know you continued to work, right? But in 2011, you made a big decision. You retired, decided to travel around the country in a camper van, and then you made this decision which involves the local firefighters. Tell us what happened.
Well, I knew that working in small cities that volunteer fire departments always are short of funds, and it was a big need. And I decided that that's where I wanted to help provide for them. And in 2011 and 12, I traveled all around the country in my camper van, had a good time meeting people. At the end of 2012, we found another tumor and knew it was inoperable, so I started on a trip last year and decided that as I traveled, I'd look for volunteer fire departments around the country. As it turns out, when I got into South Carolina, my engine light came on. I was on a backcountry road and found a mechanic, and while he was working on it, I asked if he knew any volunteer fire departments that needed help, and he connected me with the fire chief in Inman, and that began the journey of donating to fire departments.
Wow, Carol, that's really amazing. You receive a lot of gratitude for your generosity. Fire Chief Duncan of O'Quinn, Georgia, wrote you a note and said, quote, "The past devices and turnout gear you are helping us purchase will help protect the lives of firefighters and help make sure they return home safely to their families after the fire." How does it make you feel to hear that feedback?
Oh, I feel very proud and honored that I'm able to make the contribution to them. And they've told me that there's no telling how many lives they save over the years because they can use the equipment to save the firefighters and the community for generations.
I gotta tell you, and there's such a need for it, and oftentimes they are overlooked. And I just think it's amazing that you're facing, you know, these huge life changes, and you've decided, you know what, I'm gonna take my money and I'm gonna give it to people who need it and save some lives in the process.
Incredible.
Thank you. It is, and I think the firefighters all feel proud that somebody understands their needs and wants to help them.
Well, and we know you have a blog because we've been following it. It's called Carol's Adventures. You're still fighting cancer. You're continuing to donate your money to rural firefighters. Did you ever think your donations would have such an impact?
Well, I knew it would impact the fire department, but I did not know the impact it would have on communities and that it would make national news. And people have contacted me, firefighters and families of firefighters, to say thank you. And it's made an awareness around the country of the needs, and I'm getting notes that people are more conscious and are starting to help their volunteer fire departments and donate and appreciate them more.
Well, you really are doing amazing things.
You're an amazing woman.
People are just ready for some positive news, and you are making an impact. So thank you so much, Carol.